It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they've been looking forward to this game and have to be anxious to tip it off. They've been pretty tight-lipped about the game plan coming in, but very soon we'll find out what approach they're going to take. And tonight, get ready for some highlights. 2 lightning-quick, high-flying clubs. Kenny, when you have teams as athletic as these, how can one side carve out an advantage?
Poise. That's it. You want to be athletic, but you also want to be level-headed. You got to have a combination of the two. You got to execute your plays, and you just don't rely on your physical gifts, because that could be detrimental.
And not only that, AMB, FAE.
What's that?
Avoid mistakes, be fast and efficient.
Wow. FMB.
Where did he come up with that?
FAE?
AMB, FAE.
Okay.
Avoid mistakes,
Okay.
be fast and efficient.
God, man, that's quick and fast and
It's
hurt.
going to be an exciting matchup. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
You're the first person who's ever said that.
AMB, FAE.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Philadelphia 76ers come in for this one. We're live in Houston where the Rockets have home court advantage. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Sixers head coach Brett Brown has gone through the lean years in Philly, but his coaching philosophy stayed constant during that time. He said, who's playing hard? There's a certain type that we're trying to grow in a city like Philadelphia. We've got to find people who can gain respect by competing. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Philly loves guys that work hard, a great attitude to build your team around for sure. Clark, assess the center position right now in the NBA. I'm talking about elite centers and their place in the game.
Well, the center position has changed, Kevin. You don't have a lot of back-to-the-basket centers anymore. More of the big guys are stepping out and are more like stretch fours than traditional big guys. What you have in the center position now typically are rebounders and rim protectors. Not many dominant scorers on the low block.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Redick and Simmons are the 2 and the 3. Joel Embiid out there with Sharp. And it's Fultz in at the point.
I love Harden's elusiveness. This guy's so elusive. Finds ways to get the room he needs to shoot from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
Now here's Fultz. Sharp dishes to Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Embiid kicks to Redick. Over Harden. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Offensive rebound. And Anderson gets it to go.
Yeah, great anticipation there. Anderson timing the rebound perfectly. Solid as an offensive rebound.
Fultz the pass to Saric. Fultz kicks to Simmons. Embiid sets the pick for Simmons. He's looking for Saric and finds him. And the Sixers, Clark, this summer traded away a pick to move up and take Markelle Fultz, but still they have a surplus of draft picks in the pipeline.
Great young talent, no doubt, guys, with more on the horizon. You know what? They've got a wealth of assets that should transform this Sixers team over the next few seasons.
first free throw is good. And the Rockets play at one of the highest paces in the NBA. A lot of possessions for both sides as they want as many chances as they can possibly get to score. Clark, when you think about that, how do you prepare for a team like the Rockets if you're their opponent?
Well, there are a couple of things you can do. One is you try to slow them down, and some teams are equipped to do that. Other teams are equally adept at the three, so you match them shot for shot. But the problem with that is Harden is really good in the half court. And even when you take away transition, he can hurt you in the half court game.
And stolen by Simmons. Jumps up, and then Simmons slams it in.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now, here is Harden to the paint, and Embiid with the steal. Now, here's Redick. He feeds it to Fultz. Sharch dishes to Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the screen, and Simmons slams it in.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. I mean, it's quite honestly what he does best in pick and roll situations.
Now here's Paul. Anderson the screen. Capella with a screen on Simmons. Redick against Harden.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Fultz. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Outside, Simmons feeds it to Redick. Clock at 6. From past the arc. Rebounded by Capella. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Paul right side. And the shot goes in. Paul's got his first 2 points.
You know, for a small guy, you got to respect how calm Paul is inside. I mean, he knows he can get his shot over anybody, but he's got to be crafty and clever to do so. Good display of patience there.
Now here's Embiid. Here's Fultz. Rebounded by Capella. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Ariza. It's deflected.
Boy, you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
Fultz with the ball. Defended by Paul. Embiid with the screen on Paul. In the corner, Simmons with it. Over Ariza. And that one's good. Simmons got 6.
That, to me, is good use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Paul gets to Ariza. Screen by Capella. Paul passes to Capella. He used that pick to get in close.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
76ers shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Fultz dishes to Redick. And Saric kicks to Redick. Embiid with the screen on Harden. Redick passes to Simmons. Moves back up. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
That's good from Simmons.
Boy, the athleticism that Simmons has is downright scary. I mean, remarkable, the talent this man has and the potential, I think, to be a multi-time All-Star.
Good on both. And here's Harden. Pass to Paul. Anderson the screen. Ariza kicks to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Capella dishes to Harden. Goes back up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
Embiid the screen. Embiid sets the pick for Simmons. Off the pick. The shot by Sharch. No good. The Rockets trail. Here's Ariza. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Tell you what, Kevin, there aren't many players who would have even seen that pass, but when we're talking about Chris Paul, he's got unique vision, unlike most anybody else.
Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. A floater. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Paul outside. Left side Ariza. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Redick inside the line. A putback, and Embiid is right there.
And this is what you get with Embiid. A real scrapper, even though he's a big, skilled, talented guy. He's an energy guy as well.
Paul passes to Harden. Simmons pulls it in.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
To the middle, Embiid. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Really like the attitude from Embiid. I mean, he's sending a message that you better put a body on him. When you don't, he does this.
Now here's Harden. Anderson the screen. Capella gets to Ariza. Now the dish to Harden. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got 5 points so far.
So pretty to watch when Harden gets room to shoot from 3. I mean, his release, picture perfect. I think it's going in every time.
Fultz kicks to Sharch. The pass to Simmons. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Leaves the dishes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Now, here's Fultz. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Joel Embiid, from the time he started playing basketball in Cameroon through the University of Kansas, Clark, he began patterning his game after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it sounds like he's a visual learner because he got a DVD of Hakeem and said he watched it almost daily. Their stories are similar. Both started playing hoops relatively late. Both are from Africa. And you watch the gracefulness of Embiid's moves inside. Easy to see the influence of Olajuwon.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid. Clark, when you look back on all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy into what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. But authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
76ers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Pass to McConnell. Now here's Covington. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Tucker. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one, good. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Covington. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Kicks it to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Luwawu. Drains it from beyond the arc. Luwawu's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Embiid has an excellent feel for the game, including how and when to pass the ball.
Paul outside. Gordon kicks it to Tucker. To the wing on the left. Here's Nene. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Houston?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
One shot. And, you know, the Sixers were heavily criticized for the so-called process, enduring the pain of losing big. People forget the prior decade when the team tried to contend, only won a single playoff series.
Here's Luwawu. Pass to McConnell. The 3. Here's Johnson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Tucker. The layup off target. And Clark, it's true the Sixers were a team long stuck in the middle. Does that help explain why they employed such drastic measures to rebuild?
I think so, Kevin. Clearly, they tried getting there the usual way when you try to develop players and maybe add a key free agent here or there, and it didn't quite work. And the process was Plan B. And that process has really started to pay some dividends, so I don't blame them for trying it.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Here's Gordon. 76ers getting the bucket. Nene outside. The feed to Tucker. Covington with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Man, I like the activity of Covington's hands. He's constantly active, which is why he's able to get these steals.
Now here's Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Fires from the wing. And the basket by Gordon.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
Dishes it to Covington. Holmes, that's a screen. Takes a shot at the elbow. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Covington's got his 3rd basket of the night. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's good from long range.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty, Kevin. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
Johnson with a screen on Paul. Baseline J on the way. A shot by McConnell, no good. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Paul. Kept alive. Here's Nene. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Pass to McConnell. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Philadelphia, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
No good on the quick three. Here's Tucker. Over in the corner, Paul. He gets it up and released it in time, but it's off the mark. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Flip mode.
And you talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so I've never had to play power forward or center on anybody's team. I've been passing and getting into the lane, dishing the ball off to a teammate, helping people score my entire career.
Vertically challenged, that's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific play.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Richaun Holmes out there with Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Johnson. And it's Stauskas in at the shooting guard. Such a wide open look. And Mbah a Moute has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
You know, one of the great strengths of Coach D'Antoni, to me, Kevin, is he really gives his players a lot of confidence. And his philosophy really clicks with players. They're comfortable playing for him. They know their responsibilities, and they play hard for D'Antoni.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And to what you said about Mike D'Antoni, he sees his players and asks, what can they do instead of what can't you do?
And, you know, he's had a lot of success last season, elevating the Rockets and winning Coach of the Year in the process.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After Eric Gordon's miss, Holmes, the baseline jumper goes down. Holmes got 4 points in the quarter.
Always enjoy solid, good passing, easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The 76ers lead. McConnell kicks to Stauskas. He dishes it to Covington. Here's Stauskas. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's McConnell. It's Covington on the wing. 5 on the clock. Misses from the corner. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Paul for 3. They grabbed their own miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Covington's shot is off. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Outside Gordon. He kicks it to Tucker. Back to Gordon. For 3. Rebounded by Holmes.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Feeds it to Covington. The putback.
Well, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Gordon kicks to Paul. Back to Gordon. He feeds it to Mbah a Moute. Sinks the three-pointer. Mbah-a-Moute's got 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at them. Show them you can shoot from outside all night long.
And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's McConnell. The dish now to Covington. Holmes, that's a screen. Covington with the bucket. He's got 11.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Now, here's Tucker. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Rockets lead by 2.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And Clark, you've been a member of this booth and many others for quite some time. I've always wondered, how did you make the jump into broadcasting?
Well, you know what? I've always enjoyed the game, Kevin, been a student of the game, and have enjoyed reading and playing with words. So when my basketball playing career ended prematurely back in 1987, I got a chance to do Pacers radio, and from there fell in love with this new career and wanted to excel at it. And I've been at it now for over 30 years and hope to have a few more left in front of me.
With a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for Mbah-a-Moute. Trevor Ariza's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's James Harden in for Paul. Now, here's Fultz. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Charge a screen on Anderson. Here's Redick on the money from 12 feet away. Redick's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Tell you what, with the long-range game Redick has, you can sometimes forget how good his mid-range game is, too.
Harden kicks to Capella. There's the pass to Gordon. It's up a 3. But they get it back. They shoot again. Up again. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second-chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
Screen by Saric. Fultz kicks to Saric. Down low. Here's Embiid. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Capella. Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Harden the pass to Ariza. Off target from three-point range. 76ers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Harden. Screen by Saric. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Harden gets to Ariza. Anderson against Saric. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Ariza. Outside Gordon. Screen by Capella. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Gordon.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Passes it to Redick. Kicks it to Fultz. Embiid the screen. Pass to Redick. They get it back. Saric. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, and they've had a great start from beyond the arc as well. The three-point shot seems to be in rhythm.
And that one falls from Šarić.
Well, you know, last season, one of the surprise teams was the Houston Rockets. Ended up third in the West and one of the best records in the NBA. And, you know, most thought they would have a down year after Dwight Howard walked.
Šarić nails them both. And the Rockets, one of the big surprises in the NBA, but the players believe that they were one of the best teams heading into last season. They eventually won 55 games, which was much better than the 41 wins the season before.
Well, you know, Kevin, this organization has been putting out solid teams for the past decade, really. I mean, Mike D'Antoni deserves a lot of credit for their play last season because they were focused and were always hard to match up with.
Anderson wide open. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Harden with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Ariza with the bucket.
Rapid fire release from Ariza like a staple gun. Boom, boom. Outstanding and shooting as soon as the pass gets to his hands.
Now Fultz. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more off the screen in that situation.
Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's about, and what his team needs from him. So he finishes off his chances that are created by guards penetrating. Not flashy, but very effective.
That's good from Capella. Clark, when you look back at your terrific career, who is the one player that you considered your toughest opponent to go up against?
There were a couple of guys. Bernard King from the New York Knicks, because we saw them a handful of times a year, and he was just such a phenomenal scorer and a relentless worker offensively. He just never gave you a break. I didn't get to see the West Coast teams but twice a year. The Denver Nuggets in the early 80s had Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, and Dan Issel. And between those three guys, they were averaging about 80, 81 points a game. And I usually dealt with English or Vandeweghe. And those were long nights because those guys moved the ball, shot it from everywhere, and were excellent offensive players.
Rockets leading by 3. Harden outside. Anderson up top. Back to Harden. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Harden's got 9.
And sometimes, Kevin, there's just no way to stop Harden. When he's that close, I mean, he's going to get his shot off over the defense.
Screen by Šarić. And the wide open shot from Redick. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Rockets shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Screen by Capella. Ariza outside. Anderson the screen. Ariza kicks to Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Screen by Šarić. Here's Simmons. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Hey, really, you don't have many more options when Simmons is that close to the cup. I mean, this guy is just too smart.
And it's Gordon missing.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Šarić, a screen on Anderson. Simmons. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's stolen by Fultz. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Over Harden. He shoots again, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Houston.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there. And you know, Ben Simmons, a one-and-done player at LSU. He grew up in Australia. Didn't really watch much college basketball. Said he would have preferred to go straight from high school to the pros.
And he makes the first. And Simmons ineligible for the Wooden Award at LSU for academic reasons. He made it clear, I am here for basketball.
Well, and I don't like that mindset there. It's clearly accurate, but while you're in school, you should make that part of the equation and be serious about it. Doing just enough to get by, not the way to approach it. Clearly a tremendous talent between the lines, though. No denying that. A lot of losing in Philadelphia, just 47 wins over 3 seasons from 2013 to 2016. That's the second worst 3-year stretch in NBA history.
Now here's Capella. He's got 6. Ariza has the open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 8 points for Ariza.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
They set the screen. Simmons against Gordon. Here's Luwawu, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Luwawu's got 6. And Clark, for the Sixers, it seems they're finally headed in the right direction.
Well, I think that's the benefit of patience and all of those high draft picks, Kevin. I mean, some people don't like how they did it, but they rebuilt the roster from the ground up, and I think it gives them a strong foundation going forward.
And here are the 76ers now. James Harden missing on the 3. The 11-footer, and it's Saric. That time on the assist by Simmons. And that's now 9 points for Dario Saric. 43 seconds left now here in the second. Back to Harden. Plenty of space. And the jumper is on the mark. 14 points for him.
Easy to see why Harden's an all-star level talent. Has an ability to score in a hurry.
Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Fultz with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside, Simmons. Over Anderson. Can't hit from 12. Gordon. That one doesn't go. James Harden getting it done for Houston. What didn't he do in that quarter? A fantastic all-around effort. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys shot a great percentage in the first half, but still a tight game. What do you think's causing that?
I think right now we're playing at their tempo. You know, we need to pick up the pace. Defend, rebound, run, and pick up the pace a little bit.
And defense starts that pace. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. The 76ers trail by 3. The 2 pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Ariza and Anderson holding down the forward spots. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. And Ariza with the stuff.
And Ariza, superb in transition, runs the floor beautifully, getting to the right spot before the defense came. Yeah, you chronicle the career of Trevor Ariza. You know, he came into the league primarily as a slasher and transition scorer and a good defender. He's done a nice job reinventing his game as he's gotten older. And now he's much more of a 3-and-D type player, impacting both ends of the floor.
And Ariza is certainly Clark of the 3-and-D mold as a veteran. That is often what players on the perimeter need to do as their athleticism starts to decline.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ariza can still run the floor and occasionally punch it down on you. There's no question about that. You know, it's just now the bulk of his contributions come off knocking down threes. He's had a very long and productive career and has really done a nice job of adapting to whatever his team needs from him. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Harden, that's good.
And Harden is so efficient as a scorer. When he gets room down low, he's very good at burying these shots.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Embiid the screen. Redick for 3. Goes back up. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Šarić.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
Buries it from 3-point range. 14 points for Trevor Ariza.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Fultz dishes to Šarić. There's the pick. To the paint. Goes up off the pick. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, I like the edge that Embiid plays with. Great at recognizing when he's clear to throw it down on you.
Ariza outside. No good with the triple.
And I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit, too.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 12. The feed to Embiid. Over Anderson. Embiid, no good.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here's Harden on the wing. Ariza outside. Screen by Capella. Ariza against Šarić. Ariza no up. The 76ers trail by 4. And Simmons kicks to Redick. Dishes it to Fultz. Pass to Šarić. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid the screen. A floater, and the shot goes in from Fultz.
And, you know, Fultz has great control on these floaters. Not an easy shot, but he makes it look easy.
Paul Cole passes to Hart. Anderson the screen. Ariza with another miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. For the tie, and it's Saric. That time on the assist from Redick. Saric has got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Redick against Harden. The teardrop falls in. Harden's got 20.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Embiid with the screen on Paul. Screen by Saric. He dishes it to Simmons. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Simmons absolutely in his comfort zone near the rim. I mean, uses his body extremely well and typically gets exactly the kind of shot he wants.
Now here's Paul. No good with the elbow jumper. Out to the right wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harden gets the bucket.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Redick lays it up and banks it in. Redick's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love how attentive Fultz is. When one of his teammates has a better look at the basket than him, he gets the ball to him.
Screen by Capella. Paul dishes to Harden. Shoots over Redick. Misses off the left iron. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Anderson. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington comes in for Simmons. And Tucker kicks to Gordon. Over in the corner, Bahamute hands it from downtown. And Bahamute's got 15 points.
Well, you take a look at this Houston Rockets offense. They've got so many threats, and Harden is clearly the big one. He's in the middle of it all, and his teammates do a nice job of playing off of him.
Now here's Covington. He's got 11. It's good.
Boy, I like how Embiid gives himself up for his teammates, sacrificing his body so they can get good shots.
Nene, the screen. With some arc. A shot by Paul, no good. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Now here's Fultz. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Paul with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And stolen by Redick. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. It's on target from the high post. He's got 7. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the 76ers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Nene setting the pick for Gordon. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Holmes sets a screen. And here's Fultz. 7 points in the game. Here's Embiid. Second chance shot. That shot is off. Some solid defense there by Nene. Over in the corner, Bahamute. Offensive rebound.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Moment here now for an injury report. And let's get an update on James Harden's injury. David, any news there?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets. They checked out his foot, and it appears he may have sprained his toe on that play. Coming back tonight is not an option for him, and they are hoping he won't have to miss too much time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
Embiid, no good.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
Now Fultz following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Holmes passes to Fultz. Holmes, that's a screen. Over to the left wing. Another three for Philadelphia.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Paul kicks it to Tucker. Nene up top, guarded by Embiid. Over Fultz. That one a little long.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
He kicks to Covington. There's a screen. Here's Embiid. A beautiful reverse layup. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
And you can see how comfortable Embiid is, feeling like nobody can guard him in the paint. And he's right.
Paul dishes to Gordon. Screen by Ba'amute. And Tucker kicks to Paul. Feeds it to Mba'amute. The Rockets again can't hit. The 76ers leading by 9. Fultz the pass to Covington. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. Covington's got 18 points in the game.
And when Covington gets on a hot streak, look out. Really filling it up from all spots on the floor.
Back to Tucker. And some nice passing there by Houston. They need this one. And the dunk by Ba'amute.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And since 2016, a new front office has taken over in Philadelphia. The new team motto, process to progress. They're looking to turn the corner here.
Anderson, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Justin Anderson comes in for Robert Covington. Korkmaz checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. And the previous Sixers front office distinguished by their patience in rebuilding and, acquiring draft picks. That was the way they were going to build that team. Clark, do you think the Sixers will continue to show that patient approach?
Well, I think they're going to blend it. They're ready to push their chips in and try to win some games now. They want to be a playoff team as soon as possible. You can't continue to lose forever. They want to start winning, and they're on their way.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Paul.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Korkmaz looking for his first basket still in this one. Johnson kicks to McConnell. And the 3 off target. The Rockets shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Mbah a Moute. And that's 12 points for Chris Paul.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Anderson outside. High post, Embiid. Back to Anderson. Got a piece of it. Mbah a Moute with the steal. Down low, Nene. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 6. 24 seconds left in the third. From beyond the arc, and that one's good. Korkmaz.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Nene, the screen. Here's Gordon. He feeds it to Mbah a Moute. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. 76ers on top. They lead by 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Al Paul on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Korkmaz is out there with Stauskas. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Anderson. And it's Saric in at center.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Screen by Saric. The pass to Korkmaz. There's the dish to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Simmons slams it in.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
Paul dishes to Gordon. They set the pick. It's Ariza on the wing. Good on the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Passes it to Simmons. He can't hit that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Over Anderson. Simmons missing again. Rockets trail by 3. Ariza outside. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Stauskas kicks to Simmons. The 76ers get it back at a new 24. They shoot again, and the layup by Saric. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
76ers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and Simmons slams it in.
Simmons is an absolute thoroughbred as a scorer, a dominant offensive talent who scores in a lot of different ways.
Ariza kicks to Gordon. Back to Ariza for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Ariza's got 6 in the quarter.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
You know, Greg, I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Simmons passes to Korkmaz. Sharch with the screen for Anderson. That one good for 2.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Paul outside, kicks it to Capella. Ariza outside. And the wide open shot from Paul. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? You know, he came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, you know, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component.
Bahamute's checked in for the Rockets. And then for Philadelphia, Embiid, he's checked in for Justin Anderson. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Stauskas. And it's Fulton for Korkmaz. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some burst to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
Volch kicks to Sharch. Inside, here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got 20.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Anderson dishes to Mbah-a-Moute. Paul with the 3, and another 3 for Houston.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
To the inside, and Simmons slams it in.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. J.J. Redick's checked in for the 76ers. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, I tell you what, it's really impressive how Capella has improved his role so quickly, Kevin. I mean, he's a starting caliber center known for his defense, but continues to make strides on offense, too.
Sharch passes to Simmons. Over Mbah-a-Moute. Simmons missing again. Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league, kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
Yeah, it's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run. Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there, and his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
Here's Embiid. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Anderson gets to Ariza. Ball right side. Off target from three-point range. Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got their man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open, and he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. I mean, of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
And the Rockets making a change here. Quarterman's checked in. Left side Ariza. The 3. Nailed from three-point land. Ariza's got 18 points just in the second half.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Saric. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Saric has got 4 this quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Pass to Mbah a Moute. Ariza outside. Anderson, a screen on Covington. Pass to Quarterman. He tries for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Embiid, no good. The Rockets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Mbah a Moute dishes to Capella. A 3 from Anderson. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 2.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Fultz the pass to Covington. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Ariza in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Fultz with the ball. Covington in the corner. Embiid the screen. Here's the teardrop. And Covington with the nice bucket inside. Covington's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia. Here's Quarterman. The feed to Anderson. Dishes it to Mbah a Moute. Anderson kicks to Quarterman. Screen by Mbah a Moute. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Philadelphia shooting it really well, 54% from the floor. Fultz kicks to Saric. Embiid the screen. Here's the screen. Fultz with the ball. Working on Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Clint Capella.
Any good offensive player should have a shot fake in his arsenal, and Fultz does. Has a nice, strong foundation in the fundamentals. Finds easy ways to get himself to the line.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, Fultz is a guy who can easily take over a game if you give him an opportunity to. He's very confident and has remarkable decision-making skills.
And the Rockets making a change here. Quarterman's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Rockets trail. He dishes it to Gordon. Feet out, and good, he nails it.
Eric Gordon has a knack for scoring in big spots of the game. Well done, E.G.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fultz dishes to Covington. He kicks it to Embiid, shoots over Capella, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Covington. Covington's got his fourth assist in this one. Rocket shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Again, the miss by Gordon.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Screen by Saric. Embiid inside. Capella's there. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. Shoots off the screen. Kept alive. The Rockets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And it's Ariza in the corner. Oh, and they take the lead. Ariza's got 29 in the game.
And this is why you love Ariza, Kevin. Doesn't shy away from taking and making the big shot.
Here's Gordon. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Saric.
Nothing but bottom for Gordon. He's got him falling right now.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
That and one free throw ups it to a two-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
Fultz kicks to Saric. There's a screen. Feeds it to Embiid.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Screen by Capella. Takes the three. Gets the three to fall.
And Gordon has the confidence of his teammates, Kevin. A prime-time scorer who lives for situations just like these.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 5. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Trevor Ariza.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
.32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Fultz. Covington kicks to Embiid. Money!
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 4. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Greg, one possession at a time, and really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Saric passes to Redick. A second chance effort. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
No fear from Fultz there, Kevin. I mean, that's why people are really high on this young man. And he is ready to step into the big moments.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're in front by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gordon. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out. Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. What got it done for you at the end tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run, and it had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots to fall, and we came with the victory.
Great play tonight, James. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.